Hey guys, what's up? This is Let from NO2 Gaming, bringing you a Diablo 3 beta playthrough of the Barbarian class. It's been a long time coming. I know this game has been actually in open beta at some point for a weekend, and it's been in closed beta for quite a long time, and even longer. We've just, we've been really waiting for this game to come out. And this video, I've had it sitting around for a while. I just never got around to uploading it. I found that there was some footage I wanted to go back over. And so I thought now would be a great time to do it. So Barbarian is actually particularly my favorite class. The entire game on Diablo 2 was that was my first class I ever had. Um, I just I don't know. I have a thing for the visceral action of just slaying and maiming things, and it's not. I don't know. I shouldn't reflect too much on my personality, but I'm kind of a bigger dude, and I feel like I can associate with the Barbarian. But anyway, moving on. Um, Diablo 3. I've been waiting. We all have been waiting a long time for this game to come out, and more for the reason I think a lot of us were waiting for the PvP. At least I can say that I was, and of course, this community is intended for the PvP aspect of games. Unfortunately, it was announced just a few months ago that Diablo 3 will not be launching with PvP, but later it will be implemented. So we do have that to look forward to. Um, will that deter me from purchasing and playing? Of course not. I am a huge fan of the Diablo 3 lore. I I like the grind. I won't even call it a grind since it's kind of a action arcade. It's a hack and slash RPG. The story mode doesn't really bother me too much. I can sit down and play it for a while, a few hours, and get up and go do something else. That's the beauty of Diablo, is that there's really no like long time commitment. At least in the previous versions, there wasn't. I don't know what Diablo 3 has in store for us. So, this is the playthrough of the Barbarian. Um, you just saw me pick up a couple skills there. You obviously, just as in the previous versions, get XP, level up, get new skills. They've changed out the rune words in these. Now they just make you automatically receive them after obtaining so many levels, and then they unlock in your skill menu. Can't say I'm quite fond of that. I've actually was more interested in actually finding different runes to socket into my items, kind of like jewels were. But it's just the way they're going about it. I think it might have to do with some way of class balancing in terms of when PvP is released, or perhaps it's just too much of a large burden system to actually implement. Uh, so, kind of as a disclaimer for this video, I'll be doing it in a couple parts of it because it turned out to be a very long video, and that is because I wanted to try and go through as fast as I can without actually going back to town at all. My plan was to play through and make the video as short as possible, and actually I ended up kind of making it a little longer, perhaps. I didn't want to go back to town to buy any potions or restore my health or anything. I just kind of wanted to play through and see what perhaps they did to the difficulty, or if they've changed anything. It's been a long time since I've actually played it. I've had the beta. I've been in beta for, I would say, since last year, and I just I grinded and grinded in it. I did so many Skeleton King runs with different versions of the game, different changes and everything, and so I was just kind of curious as to, well, what have they done differently, and is it any more harder? Because before it wasn't an issue at all. I could just run through the game, no problems, and I was never really too concerned with actually picking up health potions or worrying if something's going to kill me. I quickly found out, and this latest run actually, is that they made it a little harder, and they actually include that in some of the patch notes if you go and read them. That the game is a little more difficult. They've scaled some things up, and I can only imagine what it'll be with more players. This is just myself in there. So yes, I did keep my mercenary, and I didn't buy any potions, but yes, I did die a couple times. I got impatient in a couple situations. I thought I could make it out of there. Apparently not. So, yeah. As for why I'm picking up all this gold and stuff, I think I might just be doing it to get the achievements again. I know they're not going to transfer over into the live, but it's just just something I like to do. I have a screenshot of myself with all the original achievements for the beta maxer, but I mean, I know they don't mean anything. It's just, I don't know. I'm an achievement whore. I can't help it. So here you see me. I'm just going along doing the questing. I'm just kind of walking on. Yeah, you saw. I pointed out there was the moon physics, if you will, uh, that basically just launched that wretched mother into the air. Kind of severely unrealistic. But then again, we are talking about a fantasy MMO here, and realism is not necessarily the primary components. But yeah, so I'm going through all the areas and I'm just exploring everything. I'm trying to just remember how my mapping out skills worked from the original beta runs and the previous versions of Diablo, where